Cereal time, cereal time, cereal time, whoa.
Wilkins, look out.
What's up, cereal heads? Today we're going to talk about brand new Dunkaroo cereal from General Mills. Now, if you're around my age, you definitely remember Dunkaroos, but if you're one of the younger people who watch this channel, you might not be familiar with this brand. So let's do a brief history lesson of Dunkaroos. They were a snack that was introduced by Betty Crocker back in 1990. They came in individual packs that featured a handful of cookies and a little reservoir of frosting that you could dunk the cookies into. The mascot for this delicious treat was an Australian kangaroo named Sydney. Here's an early commercial for Dunkaroos.
My name is Sydney, I'm an Aussie hunk. Got a wacky snack, you don't just eat your dunk. Cookies on one side, frosting on the other. A creamy taste will drive you wild. Let's have another Dunkaroos, Dunkaroos. You don't just eat your Dunkaroos. Frosting's like
chocolate, vanilla, yummy cookies too.
Tastes so good with a glass of Dunkaroos, Dunkaroos. Dunkaroos cookie and frosting snack. You don't just eat your Dunkaroos.
So you can see from that commercial that Dunkaroos originally came in a vanilla frosting or a chocolate frosting variety. They would add other frosting flavors, including a chocolate chip version, but vanilla and chocolate were their original Dunkaroo flavors. They also changed the mascot for this snack sometime in the late 90s. It wasn't much of a change. He was still a kangaroo. They just changed his name to Duncan, and they changed his personality and clothes a little bit. Anyway, these dunkable cookies and frosting were pretty popular, and they hung around for quite some time. Now, the internet claims they were discontinued here in the US around 2012, but I remember eating them after that time, and in fact, I have an Instagram picture of a pack of Dunkaroos from around 2014. Now, maybe that was a very expired pack, or maybe I got them from a Canadian reseller because apparently they continued to sell them in Canada even after they discontinued them here in the US. Whatever the case may be, at some point they went away and people were sad that they couldn't get this delicious snack anymore. Until this past summer of 2020 when General Mills decided to relaunch this classic 90s junk food snack. Everything old is new again, and as 90s kids grow up and become adults, corporations look to exploit the nostalgia of their youth by bringing back popular products. So, Dunkaroos are back. Though right now it appears they only come in one frosting variety, a vanilla frosting with rainbow sprinkles. There's no sign if they'll reintroduce the chocolate frosting, which I actually liked better. But let's open up this pack and I'll show you how you eat this classic snack. So there's your little cup of frosting there, and the cookies are back here. You can see the cookies are just little circles with the D on them for Dunkaroos. Back in the day, they were thicker and they came in other shapes like a kangaroo shape, but I guess they're just trying to streamline it now. Anyway, you take a cookie, dunk it in some frosting. Voila. Pretty simple, pretty delicious, and I'm glad they're back. But the original Dunkaroos aren't the only Dunkaroos themed snack that they've released. There's also a Dunkaroos sugar cookie dough, as well as a few Dunkaroos Go-Gurt flavors, including a cotton candy yogurt that you can dip your cookies into. But of course, the product that we're most interested in is the new Dunkaroo cereal from General Mills. You can see this box has a cool 90s retro nostalgic feel to it. You got the Dunkaroos logo there, and then some cereal pieces being dunked into the milk with rainbow sprinkles there. Now, a close examination of the cereal here looks like little cookie crisp pieces with rainbow sprinkles on them, which makes me think, where have I seen this cereal? Oh, that's right, on Birthday Cake Cookie Crisp, which was released by General Mills back in 2018. Now, this Dunkaroo says it's a vanilla flavored cereal, whereas this Birthday Cake one says it's a great birthday cake taste. But isn't birthday cake just kind of vanilla cake flavor? And if you look at the ingredients for these cereals, they're essentially the same thing. Maybe the artificial flavoring is slightly tweaked or a bit different, but since Birthday Cake Cookie Crisp isn't around anymore, we really have nothing to compare it to. Now, before we really get into this cereal, let me show you some other promotional items that General Mills sent me. First, they sent me this cool Dunkaroos bucket hat, which kind of resembles the bucket hat that the kangaroo mascot wore back in the day. And it's reversible, so if you don't like the blue color, you can just turn it inside out and wear it with all the little Dunkaroos cookies on the outside. They also sent me this cool Dunkaroos watch, which is kind of like one of those Swatch watches from back in the 90s, or one of those old watches you used to send away for with proofs of purchase from a box of cereal. So thanks for the swag, General Mills. Maybe I'll give both of these things away on Instagram. All right, now back to the cereal. You've already seen the front of this box here, so let's take a look at the back of the box. The back is kind of fun with some retro throwback tidbits where they compare some technologies in 1992 with how they've evolved to now in 2021. Mobile phones, renting VHS tapes, sharing photos, music, texting, I had a pager back then, and video games. They have a pop quiz hotshot little trivia game here.
Pop quiz hotshot.
Now the quiz is fairly easy, but I won't spoil it for you in case you want to pick up a box of this cereal and guess the answers yourself. All right, let's open up this stuff and take a look. So here's what a bowl of new Dunkaroo cereal looks like. You can see they're basically little Cookie Crisp pieces with rainbow sprinkles on them. They actually might be a little smaller than Cookie Crisp, but they definitely don't resemble the old or the new Dunkaroos cookies. Let's hit them with some milk and give them a try. So yeah, just that same underwhelming vanilla cake flavor we've seen countless times from cereal manufacturers. Is it the same flavor as birthday cake Cookie Crisp? I honestly don't remember, but it's definitely nothing to get too excited about. It's just a really underwhelming, forgettable flavor. Unfortunately, there's nothing really more I can even say about this. I mean, it's definitely cool they brought Dunkaroos back, and the cereal box here is kind of fun, but it's not something you'll be buying a lot in the years to come. In fact, I'd be really surprised if this cereal stuck around for a long time. Although clearly that birthday cake flavor is a popular flavor, or these cereal companies wouldn't keep churning out different versions of a birthday cake cereal. I mean, for me, I just don't get it. I think if I was creating a Dunkaroo cereal from scratch, I would have made the cereal pieces resemble the old cookies, or at least the new cookies with that D on them. And I would have either included chocolate flavored Marbits to represent the chocolate frosting, or, and I can't believe I'm about to say this, I would have taken little Dunkaroo type cookies and filled them with frosting like Crave. I mean, obviously not like the terrible recipe they use for Crave cereal, but at least that concept. Anyways, I'm glad General Mills is looking to their past to resurrect some classic brands. Maybe that bodes well for bringing back more classic discontinued cereals from the 90s. And if not, maybe they can bring back some other classic Betty Crocker snacks, like pudding roll-ups or string things. Man, I used to love string things, but I guess that wouldn't make a very good cereal. Alright, well that's gonna do it for Dunkaroo cereal. What are some snacks or candies from the 90s that you'd like to see resurrected? Let me know down in the comments. Okay, as always, thank you for watching, and until next time, stay crunchy. You don't just eat, you Dunkaroo.